Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder takes the phrase strap season to the next level. Stay tuned. Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing if you want to become part of the gang. Notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family. We work here. It's strap season. Wilder versus Fury. You guys seen the thumbnail? Let's get it, gang. No, I'm just playing. I just said that to get y'all attention. But Wilder was strapped up, and the reason you see like his guns and, you know, he had a rocket launcher and stuff is because there is a series. It's on YouTube. The link is in the description, and I want to make you guys all aware of it. It's from BT Sport, and it's called No Filter. They did 45-minute, you know, so almost an hour, a 45-minute documentary building up the fight, and it was really good, shot really well, very high quality, some good questions, some good moments. It's free on YouTube, so it's not like you had to pay to watch it, and it should get you hype. I want to give, like, you know, just basically a quick review and really tell you guys to watch it. But it was good. They show both Tyson Fury and Wilder, so it's not like Mayweather Pacquiao where, you know, Pacquiao had an HBO special and then Mayweather had Showtime specials and you barely seen the other person on. It was very fair and very split, which is what I like. You know, it's something similar to what HBO does with their 24/7 series, but they're closing their door to boxing, so it doesn't really matter what they did in the past. But I really like this. You know, I haven't seen any documentaries. I think I might have seen an Anthony Joshua one from BT. No, it wasn't from BT. It would have been through Sky Sport. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I've ever watched one from, I've seen promo stuff, but this was really good. It was shot well, you know, crystal clear quality, and, you know, the sound was good. Wilder was talking about the fight. He had a lot of people vouching for him, his speed, athleticism. They talked about Mark Breland, his trainer, one of his trainers. He was just basically saying Tyson Fury, he's not really super skilled, but he's awkward. You know, Wilder was saying how he got into boxing. I mean, they covered some good stuff. He said he got into boxing basically because his daughter was ill and he needed something to pay the bills, right? And boxing was the ticket. You know, they talk about an early, JD is one of his trainers, talked about an early incident where Wilder was, you know, fresh. Just kind of reminds me of like the Mike Tyson type stories with Customato, where, you know, kid comes in the gym or whatnot, really raw, really, you know, untrained and not polished. And JD was saying that he sparred a guy who had like 25 fights at heavyweight, and Wilder didn't really have a grasp of the fundamentals, but out of nowhere he landed a right hand that sent the guy to the ground, you know, to the mat, and knocked him on the canvas. And he said the guy got up and he was smiling, and he was like, hey, you could do something with this kid, make sure you keep him, you know, because he's like, damn, this kid got some power, you know, keep an eye on him, build from this. You know, because the guy was, if he was 25-0 and Wilder, you know, was fresh, then that's a huge compliment. You know, they didn't say who the fighter was or whatever. Malik Scott, you know, they talked to different people. They talked to Tyson Fury's trainer, Davison. They talked to Malik Scott. Malik Scott said some cool stuff too, just to put it in perspective from a long-time sparring partner and somebody who's fought Deontay Wilder as a pro, friend of Deontay Wilder as well. And Malik Scott was like, you can't just pick and poke at this dude. You know, if you're not supposed to be in the ring with Wilder, it's gonna show, because he's gonna get you out of there. It's just like, you can't probe around and, you know, pot shot, and, you know, you can't play around. You have to be switched on. And this is a common theme with people who have sparred Deontay Wilder. People can hate, people can say windmill this and win all that stuff, right? But people who've been in the ring with him, even just sparring with headgear and whatnot, they keep vouching for his power. You know, the dude, he sparred with, he's from the UK, think he's from Sheffield, and he sparred with Vladimir Klitschko, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Wilder, and he ranked all of their powers, and he said Wilder had more power than Vitaly, who was the stronger of the Klitschko. He said he had like 4 times more power than Vitaly, 6 times more power than, you know, Vladimir, and he had 5 times more power than Joshua, or whatever his ranking system was. You know, David Hayes says you got to be like switched on and paying attention, because those blows are lethal, and Wilder would be coming to try to, you know, detonate. Wilder kind of touched on this in this special. You know, I can't talk about every single thing that happened. That's why I want you guys to go watch it. 45 minutes out of your day should prepare you for the fight. But Wilder also was talking about how Tyson Fury does a lot of talk. He says, I could do the talk, you know, but December 1st is going to be fun. We're going to have some fun. And this is what I do. I knock guys out. He says, sometimes I surprise myself. And Wilder is a down-to-earth, he's a true country dude. Because he was saying some stuff, like I told you he'd be making up his words. I caught that. Wilder was, it looked like on his property or something down south. And he was like, you can't do it if you have the right trajectory. That man said trajectory. He said something, but he said, da-da-da-da-da, you got to come with the right trajectory. I was like, damn, the trajectory though? The schematics in the projector. No, just playing. Let me stop for a while to knock me out when he see me. Just a good special, you know. I'm really hoping the fight does well. And Tyson Fury, his part was good too. They showed some behind the scenes of him on the Joe Rogan show. They showed him in the cabin. They had Abel Sanchez, Gennady Golovkin's trainer, because, you know, Tyson Fury is training in Big Bear. And Abel Sanchez said that he basically thinks Tyson Fury's biggest kryptonite throughout his career was he wasn't getting in the proper shape. But coming to Big Bear is a different experience with the altitude and the thin air and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to keep this too long so you guys can start watching the special. But shout out to BT Sport. Really well produced and put together. It's called No Filter. The link is in the description. Wilder versus Fury. And, you know, excites me to see at boxing, they're pulling out the stops and hitting the ground running, getting some specials. Like, we need to get back to this. You know, some people don't even, that's why I'm making the video. You know, I got some stuff to do, but I want people to be informed. I want this fight to do well. I want boxing to do well, you know. And, you know, I got some stuff that, like I said, I should be doing right now, but I really wanted to touch bases and tap in with y'all so you guys can see, because for, you know, I'm not going to say no names, but there's some promotions and networks that have faltered, you know, for certain fights where we didn't get anything. So now fans aren't even really checking for it. They're not even looking for it. And in, like, in my case, I'm lucky. The only reason I even know about this is because I cover boxing, and it was on my YouTube home feed, because I deal with so much boxing, you know. I deal with so much boxing. They know what all my uploads are about. So, you know, they know I got boxing on the brain. So the YouTube algorithm recommended it for me, but I hadn't heard anything about it, you know. So some fans aren't even checking for some of these specials because there's been a lot of things, a lot of big fights that didn't get the proper promotion and build up. So please check this out. I didn't have nothing to do with it. It's just, you know, it was a good, well put together, you know, little mini doc. Let me know what you guys think of No Filter. Shout out to BT Sport, link in the description. Make sure you smash the like button. Who you picking for Wilder Fury? You know, it's almost crunch time, less than a month. Interesting styles, 2 Goliath-sized heavyweights. Boxing is back, Staples Center, LA. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.